These last couple of weeks, I've hit every traveler I know pretty hard. And although challenging, it's not impossible to continue living this lifestyle during times of uncertainty. So here are my top practical tips for things that you can do and prepare for a time when you can't really travel. So the first thing that I think is really important during travel during uncertainty is to start working on pivoting your mindset. And what I mean by that is, instead of giving in to the, I don't want to say panic, but giving into the negative thoughts or using phrases like I'm stuck, I can't, things like that, start pivoting your mindset and see what other ways can you express your situation. So for example, just a week ago, actually maybe a week and a half now, I went to the Women's Travel Fest here in New York City. And there was a woman on the panel, and her husband actually live in Wuhan, China. They are American, but they've been living there for the last year or two. And the outbreak happened during Chinese New Year. So they had already planned to take a vacation with their son somewhere else. I forget where they went. And literally 2 days after they left, the outbreak happened. And since then, those 2-3 months, they have been unable to return home. Their entire life is in Wuhan, China. She talked about how at first they felt stuck and isolated and just all these really negative feelings and emotions. And then after about a week, they just stopped and said, wait, how can we reframe this? So reframing or pivoting your mindset, changing the words that you say to say, okay, well, we're not stuck in Wuhan. We actually have choices of where we can go right now. We can visit family and things like that. Just pivoting your mindset to a place of feeling like a victim in some ways, to changing your phrases to be more in control of your situation. That's gonna be really important right off the bat. And the second thing that has been really important to me the last couple of weeks being in New York City, where I could kind of feel go from no one's worried to everything is shut down. It was this really strange increase of uncertainty and tension that you could feel in the city. But the main thing that I did was I just stayed calm. I know it's easier said than done, but it's really important to be mindful and aware, but stay calm. Within 2 days, all of my house sits have been canceled. All the plans that I had made through February and March through the end of May had all changed. And on top of that, the house that I was on, the homeowner got called back from their work trip. And so they were coming home a week early. That left me literally within 48 hours with nowhere to go and nowhere to be, and a city where I don't really know a lot of people. But I stayed calm, I didn't freak out, and I just trusted that things would actually work out. And so it turns out I actually got a last minute house sit. Within 15 minutes, it had been posted, I applied, and I was confirmed, and that is where I am now. I know that is not the case for everybody. I know many travelers who have not been able to make plans as quickly. But my point of staying calm and not freaking out about it allowed me to really think about my options, look through different sites and see what people are doing. Facebook groups have been really helpful right now. There are people out there trying to help others, and that's what I've kind of seen through all crises, and whether it's local or state or more of a national level, people are there to help. So stay calm, don't freak out, because once you start freaking out, it's really hard to think about your next step or what you can actually do. The calmer you stay, the clearer your mind will be to actually think through some of your options. Tip number 3 is just to follow your gut. This kind of goes back to staying calm, but when the calmer you are, the more in tune you can be to your intuition. I mean, traveling with uncertainty, we're travelers. Things are uncertain all the time. Like, you might have booked stuff in advance and it all changes the moment you arrive, or they didn't have your reservation, or your taxi didn't show up, or whatever it is. Things happen to us all the time. So while this feels different, it's really not that different to kind of have to change plans last minute, rethink what you want to do. It's okay to be disappointed. No one's saying it's not like you can't be disappointed, but you do need to react sometimes in situations, and this is a moment to react. And the more that you can be in tune with what your gut is telling you and where you should go, or if you should stay put, that's another option. This is the time to really hone in and let your intuition guide you to the best possible situation for you. A couple of house sitters I've seen have decided to stay put. Some of them, all their plans got canceled and they got a last minute sit to a completely different country, but it was something that worked really well for them, and now they're really excited about it. So it is possible for things to work out. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is just to practice gratitude. Again, that's easier said than done, but the more that you can put positive energy out into the world when things feel really uncertain and tension-filled and panic-filled, whatever it is that you're feeling around you where you are, you can still control your reaction. You can still control how you respond to the situation at hand. The more you can practice gratitude, the more that you can find the big and small things in your life to be thankful for, the more positive energy that will flow from you, and the more positive energy that will flow into you. That is how I am currently dealing with the uncertainty of travel right now. I'm kind of just sitting tight. I'm not making future plans. I'm not worried about making future plans. I'm just gonna sit tight for a couple weeks, see how things play out, and then I will probably be bored and ready to start working on the future again. But it's okay. Like, while you have the time right now, use it. Use it to be productive. Use it to get some rest. Use it to start a new business. Use it to create the thing that you haven't found time to create it. I've seen a friend start a podcast. I've had a friend start writing the book that she's been planning to write. It's really kind of a really fascinating time to start something new. Let the new in while you have the time to do it. So don't worry about the uncertainty. Again, we are travelers. We are well equipped to deal with uncertainty. We are well equipped to work online and interact online. So use the skills that you have and and stay calm and follow your intuition, and you're gonna be just fine. Be sure to subscribe, you guys. I'm here with a new video every Tuesday, looking out for you, digital nomads, full-time house sitters, online business owners, and people who just generally looking to be productive online. That's me. I'm your girl, Traveling Taylor, and I will see you next week.